Hello everybody and welcome to part 8 of Sonic Forces.
Mission accomplished. The Phantom Ruby signal has gotten much weaker.
This should effectively put a stop to the Doctor's greatest weapon.
The Sonics have made an opening for us. We can't just let that go to waste.
This is the moment we've been waiting for. Time to settle the score.
Now that the Phantom Ruby is out of the way, we can finally smash Eggman into an omelet.
Shut up!
Hey, don't count your chickens before you smash your eggs.
Rouge is right. The fact that Eggman and Infinite are still around means we can't let our guard down.
I just want everyone to get home safely, okay?
All right, fine. Everyone get your game face on. The target is Eggman at the Central Tower.
Alright, and that leads us into our very next Sonic level, Metropolitan Highway.
We're fighting to get our world back now. Don't stop, don't look back. Just focus on the task ahead no matter what. Let's do this, everyone. Charge!
This is your studio issued 100% required Sonic running through the highway level. Or at least it's required as of recently in the Sonic series. I think as of recently the only exceptions have been, I think, Lost World and Sonic Boom. I think because they're I have not played through the entirety of Lost World in a while, so I do not remember what was in that game. But if you want my advice for this level, by the way, you see how I'm boosting in like small bursts? That is how you have to boost in this level. Otherwise, you will, and I mean you will, go flying off the edge of the highway, thus causing you to die. I do not die on those highways, so you know, I'd take my own advice and you should do the same. But I do die on a very upcoming section, and I do mean very upcoming. And a lot. So this section right here, you can see I am triggering these moving platforms. Some of them will take me, well, most of them will take you to the right, but others will push you to the left. And sometimes these platforms will even push you into spikes that you'll have to avoid. I'm telling you this because that's the basic premise of me trying to get to this next platform. That's the kind of platform I'm trying to get up to. I died because I misjudged the trajectory I need to jump at. And by trajectory I meant to say momentum. I need to jump at to get over to the platform. Sonic Forces, like I've said before, the physics suck. The physics in this game absolutely suck. I do mean this when I say I think the physics in Sonic 4 were a lot better than they are in this game. Just because you're less likely to screw up an easy jump like I do here in Sonic 4, because your momentum is so, you have such high momentum in that game that if you mess up a jump, it should physically be impossible for you to have done so. In this game, you mess up a jump like it's nothing. I actually really like the music in this stage. It really fits the tone of what we're going for. A futuristic city in the middle of a war. You know, it does share the same it does share the same music style as the rest of the stages in this game. So it does make it kind of a repetitive bit, but you know, we're just gonna ignore that because, you know, the music in this game is still good, you know. I'm not gonna fault this game on the music. I'll fault this game on anything else but the music. This game does have really good music. Yeah, the stage is over now. God, the levels in this game are so short. I'm sure you're tired of me bringing this up in basically every part of this playthrough, but I can't help it. I can't help it. It's true. The stages in this game are so short that if I weren't recording this, I would have finished the game by now. Like if I hadn't recorded this, I would have finished the game by now. The game would have been over in about an hour, because that's about how long it would take you to beat this game. But I digress, We're moving on to the next level, which is the coolest name but the laziest level. We're moving on to null space. So, let's check this out.
Welcome, Sonic. Glad you could make it to your funeral. Infinite, do it!
Take this. What is that?
Har, har. That, my spiky little predator, is null space.
Null space?
It's a little something that the Phantom Ruby cooked up. A closed-off space where absolutely nothing exists. Goodbye, Sonic, my soon-to-be-eradicated nemesis. Enjoy all the nothing.
Whoa! Buddy, don't! You'll be sucked in too!
But we destroyed the Phantom Ruby's power source.
Tisk, tisk. Since you always destroy the power source of my weapons, I decided to learn from my mistakes. I had a backup power source created under Metropolis.
This isn't where we were meant to end up. Let's head back. Everyone's waiting for us. Double boost!
I hope you like null space. This is a very cool area, right? It's over now that I triggered this double boost.
Nothing can contain the
Yeah.
at max power.
You're in
Not
null
even
space
null
a total.
space.
You're in null space for a total of 13 seconds before you're basically thrown back out into Metropolitan Highway Act 2.
Nothing happened. Literally. Now let's try.
Oh, this game is depressing. Null space is such a great idea for a level, and I really wish they had made that an actual level in the game, because that is so underrated. Oh my god. I thought I escaped my dying curse. How? Why is it back? Like I was saying earlier, null space is a very amazing idea for a level. And I wish it had gotten a full level in this game. But, you know, of course not. We have to stick to the same old places. You know, apparently they were very limited on what stages could be in this game, so we basically got a million versions of the same one, you know. Got Green Hill, Chemical Plant, Death Egg, and the city, and now Metropolis. Oh my god! I thought we got over this a long time ago. I am tired of dying. Oh, but I digress. I'll continue the rant about null space later. For now, I think I want to actually just take the time to talk about the level, more specifically, the music you're hearing right now. This is the song Fist Bump, which is the official theme song for this game, thus making this level seem a lot more important than it actually is. But if you ask me, the game could go without this level and you wouldn't be missing much. Especially since you've already played two different Metropolis levels. This just seems like padding at this point. But, yeah. That last part of the lyrics is actually very fitting, because as soon as we hit this spring, the level is basically over. Yeah. All this level really was a grinding section. No, just a quick reminder that that is a feature in the game. From now on, I think the level is just... why do I say I think? I know. No, the level is more or less an enemy horde kind of thing. So, you know, if you want to get some points towards your rank, you can go ahead and do that. And that's the level. I did die 2 times, so obviously I'm not gonna get the S rank, but I'll take the A rank. I'll take the A rank. Besides, I'll just go back and get the S rank on my own time later. It's not out of the question. An S rank is always possible in this game. Sonic Forces is not a hard game to S rank. It's funny because I put this game on hard mode, but you know, we're not gonna talk about that. We're gonna just move along.
Excuse me, boss?
It can't be! It's impossible to get under the Phantom Ruby's null space!
Now, maybe by myself, but I had a little help from my friend. Something you wouldn't understand since you don't have any friends.
This changes nothing. Dr. Eggman will still have the last laugh.
Maybe he'd have more friends if he didn't talk about himself in the third person.
I love seeing Orbot and Cubot in the background of cutscenes, especially in scenes where Eggman just kind of leaves them alone, which happens a lot at this point in the series, but you know, that's why I love them. Orbot and Cubot have easily become some of my favorite characters in the entire Sonic franchise, and they don't even have to say anything, just the way they act, it's amazing, it's amazing. But next up we're going on to the next level, which is a character level next time, but real quick I want to reiterate something I was saying earlier, specifically my commentary on how No Space would have been a great level, because from those brief seconds in No Space I absolutely adored the level. Well, sort of, you know, until you break out of it and you're back in the highway, but you know, we're not going to talk about that. No Space is a very interesting idea, because it's something that this game hasn't really, it's an idea that this game hasn't really used before. The only time Sonic is ever really in an alternate dimension from the rest of the game is during the special stages, which are in this game. So No Space would have been a great return to form for how, you know, in every Sonic game, Sonic goes to this small dimensional plane outside of the reality of it all, and you know, but because of the way the game is formatted, I honestly do think this game was rushed. Not as rushed as Sonic 06, but I do think this game was rushed, that they couldn't pad out No Space like I want to give them credit for and say they planned to. You know, we didn't get to see much of it. Those quick 13 seconds in the level, and you're out of No Space, which kind of sucks that the level itself is named No Space. Like, I can easily think of things you could have put in the level. You could have put infinite red blocks everywhere, trying as like obstacles and stuff. You don't even have to have actual enemies in the level. You know, like I just said, you could have infinite red blocks, which can serve as both obstacles and enemies. But we didn't have any of that. It was just kind of a quick reminder that double boosting is in the game. You know, but you're in a team stage, so 9 times out of 10 you're gonna do a double boost at one point anyway. So yeah, but I digress. I'm gonna cut the rant here. Maybe I'll speak more about it at the end of the series, at the end of the playthrough. But from now on, let me just say, if you enjoyed this video, let me know what you want to see me do next time, and I'll see you guys in part 9. Goodbye, everybody.